Ladies and gentlemen, the happy warrior, Roxanne Modafferi. How you doing, Roxy?
Woohoo! I have entered the chat room.
Hold on, let me turn up my microphone here. How you doing, Roxy?
Thank you very much for having me. I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Oh my gosh, I'm like I was telling everyone on here, we've been talking it up, talking fights before you came on.
Okay.
I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm a fan, so I'm not like I said in the email. I'm not considered media. I'm more of a fan, but I bring lots of fighters on here, and by far, Roxy, you are the one I'm most excited for.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure.
So, 50 pro fights. You did it. You got 50 pro fights. And yes, I
Woohoo!
do count the tough fights as pro fights. Okay. Give me a break. 19 years. 19 years, Roxy. Let's make this larger so everyone can see. How are you feeling right now?
Good. Pretty good. Excited for life.
Excited. That's good. That's good. And like I was saying, in my personal opinion, I think you left looking the best you've ever looked. Like that last fight with King Casey. That's the best I've ever seen you look. And I actually think you won that fight.
Thank you.
Um,
I feel like I improved finally. Like for a while I thought maybe I was plateauing, and I did some things. I started working with a few different coaches and maintaining, what I already had, and just I tried to really improve, and I'm really happy that I did. And I was so close to the victory, but what can I do? I did my best. I made good choices, and I was almost there, but it was still a really good experience. And I'm proud of myself. I came away from the fight, like I hugged my coaches and I said, I improved. I did the stuff. Like, so I was happy.
well, you should be happy, young lady. That was phenomenal. Like everyone assumed, because us on YouTube, we like to break down fights. We like to do, everyone assumed Roxy's going to take her down. Roxy's going to lay on her for 3 rounds. And Roxy said, heck no, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go out like a warrior and just sit there and bang.
Well, to be fair, I
Um,
did try to take her down, but I couldn't do it in time.
well, between that fight and I'm so glad with the Macy Barber fight. That's probably my favorite fight of yours. You look great. Um, I'm just going to go back to that fight real quick because I've always wanted to ask you about this fight.
Okay.
So you dominated her. What they probably did, in my opinion, was they brought her up, the hype up. Let's put her up against Roxy, just to push her record up. Roxy's a gatekeeper, and you put a stop to that hype real quick in very dominant fashion. There's controversy. She hurt her knee, but the things that she did during that fight, like she grabbed the microphone when she didn't even win. And then I don't like to talk about negative stuff. I don't, but just the things that, maybe she said, her father said, I didn't agree with. It kind of like, as a UFC fan, I'm like, this is a very honorable sport. You got to show some honor. Um, how did you feel after that fight, stopping the hype like that?
Well, she's young and it's supposed to be an honorable sport, but it's really not. Like martial arts is honorable, I think, but MMA, I think, has become a sport, just like an athletic sport, So I think it is changing, and it's like half entertainment. So, that her actions and what her father said actually helped continue the hype, if you think about it. It made me look even better. So I wasn't mad at all. Like I was confused as to what was happening after the fight, but that's fine. And I don't think she meant any ill will. Like she tried to praise me, and it kind of like went in like a circle. She like started praising me, and then it kind of insulted me, and I was like, oh, is that a compliment? But that's fine. Like I got to talk to Joe Rogan. I was very excited to do that. I won a lot of people money. That made me happy. But it was a shame that she hurt her knee, and like I never thought about like trying to kick it or anything. I wanted to take advantage of the fact that she couldn't move on it very well, but like I felt bad. Like I remember we were fighting and I was punching her, and she was on the ground, and I said sorry, and it wasn't sorry. It was like, sorry, I have to keep punching you because I have to win. And she was like, it's the sport. And so I respect her for that.
I always wondered. So you did say sorry. I thought you said sorry. So you did.
Yeah.
Wow,
But like,
Roxy.
sorry, there's no mercy. I'm gonna keep punching you.
And you're not known for your smack talk at all. You always keep things on the positive note. In the tough house, you're always there for the fighters that had either struggling in their personal life or coming off a loss. You were the first one there to console them. How was your both stints of tough? Which one was your favorite out of both?
Tough 26, the second one.
How was it being having the cameras on you so much? Was that nerve-wracking?
Not really. At first, it was weird, but once I got used to it, it was just normal.
Oh, okay.
Like they basically said, the staff said, "Don't look at the camera." So we're like, "All right, don't look at the camera." It was weird because it was like right there. You're like trying not to look at it. It was funny.
Yeah, that'd be really hard to do. I might swat it at it a little bit. But yeah, going back to the your last fight. So Casey let out like this shriek, and then I rewatched the fight again, and I was like, "What was that?" I mean, I got nothing bad to say about fighters because I'll probably have her on my show one day. I don't like to talk negative about people, but my goodness, what was that, Roxy? Did that throw you off?
When she did that, I was like, "Oh, cool! She's letting out a war cry. I want to let out a war cry too." But I was breathing too hard from fighting, so I didn't have the the breath to do it. But I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So we kept fighting, and then later she said something. I think I was messaging her. I was like, "Good fight," or whatever, and she said like, "Oh, I'm very emotional." So I wasn't really sure where she was going with that. Obviously, I'm an anime fan, and in anime, screaming makes you more powerful. So that's where I'm coming from. But I don't know why a normal person screams.
I think it's to get some judges on your side. To be honest with you, that's what I think it is.
I tried screaming once before, and no one gave me the extra points. So it's not
you should have done that more because people would have went crazy because you're already.
Totally
I don't care.
screamed before round 3 started. I always do that.
Oh, they went to commercial, I think.
Yeah. Well, not this time, but usually. I forget.
Oh, okay. Because the fans love you. I don't care who you're fighting. You could be fighting. I don't care. And the fans are always rooting for you. What's that like to have such a strong fan base, Roxy?
It's so cool. It's such an honor for me. I just want to, follow my dream and go out there and people are supporting me. And it's really cool. Like my childhood dream was to have more friends because I was kind of a lonely kid, picked on a little bit. So like when people reach out, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you want to talk to me? That's so cool." Like I get all excited.
Oh man, people got no respect for us nerds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No respect for us.
Now I'm happy.
Now we're happy. Now we're the smart ones, and we're doing things in life. It's funny how that works,
Right.
How was your final fight week? I'm sure a lot of emotions were going through you. I know how much you love the sport. I know how much your fans love you. How was that week? How did that process play out for you?
It was the best case scenario. I'm really happy to say that was the best case scenario. Since I told everyone ahead of time that I was retiring, I got a lot of media asking me questions and like listing off my list of accomplishments beforehand. So that made me feel really special. I know that I haven't won all my fights and I never became the champion. So I kind of wished that I could have done that before I had to stop fighting. But when everyone was asking me about it and congratulating me, it made me feel really good. So that was really cool. So I got a lot of that just from the fans, also from staff members of the UFC, from fellow fighters. Israel Adesanya said some nice things about me and then to me. It was really, really cool. So then when I fought really hard, it was a great fight. I could finish it and I was like really satisfied. So.
Well, that's great. I mean, people did so many tributes to you.
Yeah, I know. It's like, cool.
Wasn't that awesome?
It was really cool.
Like, did you always realize that everybody loved you like this, or did it just hit you that fight week?
It hit me that fight week. Like I knew I had fans, but I didn't realize how highly a lot of people spoke of me. And a lot of people had stories that I didn't know that they told because it was my retirement week. Like I remember Marloes Kunin had an interview. I fought her twice and she told me the story about how we met in the hallway just before Strikeforce. And she said, "How are you, Roxanne?" And I said, "Oh, I'm so jet lagged. I didn't sleep a wink because I came from Japan and blah, 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 blah." And Marlo said in the interview, like, "Should she be telling me this? I'm her opponent. Like, she shouldn't be telling me this." And I totally forgot that happened. Like, things like that.
Oh my, yeah, memories, right? Those are the type of memories that you're never going to forget. Did Dana come and speak to you after the fight and give you like a send off, like, thank you for everything you've done for the UFC? Because he said that there's always a home for you at the UFC. Did he ever tell you that after the fight?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
He
Come
said
on,
good
Uncle
luck to you.
Dana. You're better than that.
Okay.
Because
He's a
you're,
busy
I mean,
guy.
yeah, you're a draw. You bring so many fans. You can
So
headline an event.
what do you
and fill
think
a
that I
building.
can do now that I've retired?
No, I know you can do that.
No. What do you think that I should do now that I've retired?
Now here's me, the nerd in me, okay? I'm not so much a WWE fan now like I was. But with your character, with you just being you, you don't have to cut promos. Everybody loves you the way you are. I'm picturing Ronda Rousey because she's over there right now. She's in the ring. She's holding up the belt like this, like nobody can stop me. And all of a sudden, some music hits.
Oh, crap.
All of a sudden, some music hits. The arena goes dark. Maybe a Dragon Ball Z song, something. And then Roxanne Modafferi walks out in full gi, steps into the ring, in that WWE ring, and challenges her for the title.
You think I
You
should
ever
do
thought
WWE?
about going to the WWE?
Oh, I did not expect you to say that. Oh,
Would that be an option? If WWE threw you an option, said, "Hey, would you sign? Would you come with us for like a couple years? Would you like want to do something like that?"
I don't know. Maybe I have a few pro wrestling friends. I've never done it though.
I think your character would be. I think your character would be great.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that's what I think. So what? I don't like to ask too personal questions. I just like to keep this fun. But what's next for Roxanne Modafferi?
I'm still trying to find out what that is. I've been writing for a few websites, and I'm teaching jiu-jitsu at Tribe Martial Arts and Fitness. And I might be doing some English teaching as a substitute. So I have some gigs. You know, I'm looking for something full-time, but for right now, I'm just searching.
And from what I've heard, you have a boyfriend. Are you getting married?
Yes, we are getting married. It shall be wonderful. I'm so happy.
Congratulations, Roxy.
Oh, thank you. I've been waiting 39 years for him.
Aw, that's super sweet. Does he like the same type of stuff you do with the anime, with the Star Wars, with all that stuff?
Hang on, don't move.
All right, I ain't moving.
Okay. Yes, we watch anime together and we dress up together. See, that's him dressed. This is me. I'm dressed as Goku, and I'm backwards on this podcast here. Oh yeah, and that's him. He's dressed as Vegeta. So we fight each other, and it's like an epic battle.
Yes, that's awesome. Because I know my wife and I, we pretty much have nothing in common. But we still make it work, you know. But I mean, before we get one more question before we start talking fights again, I gotta ask you: are you caught up on the Obi-Wan show?
Didn't they only release 2 episodes?
They got a third one up.
All right, we just saw the second one, so no.
Okay, what do you think so far?
I like how they're bringing in little Luke and little Leia in, and I really like that. And they said the girl Leia is 10, but she doesn't look 10, but she's a really good actress. I was impressed. It was fun, and so far I like it. You know, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of like the true diehards are a little too critical of it. I'm enjoying it, but let me tell you, this 3rd episode, Roxy, it's intense. So get ready.
Okay.
Bring some. I don't know if you want to bring tissue. I don't know if you want to. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but from the time it starts, from the time it ends, your jaw is going to be on the ground.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure that we don't have to like stop to go to sleep or anything. We'll make sure we allot an hour to watch it. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so a lot, 45 minutes. I think it's 45 minutes, and you're
Okay.
gonna love it because I
48.
know
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
a Star Wars fan.
yeah.
Jedi or Sith?
I'm a Jedi. My man's a Sith.
Okay.
Very
Favorite
interesting.
Jedi of all time?
I don't really know if I have a favorite Jedi.
Favorite Sith of all time?
Um, what's his name? Darth Maul.
Yes.
But that's just because he's cool and he knows
Dude,
karate.
thank you. He's a martial arts. It's Ray Park.
Yep.
He's always been my favorite. And I was like, oh, they messed up when they killed him in episode 1. They could have kept him alive in 2 and 3, and then Anakin could have
Right?
just
He was a
killed him.
good villain. He was cool.
Yes. But they didn't realize it till after the fact,
Right?
unfortunately.
Well, wasn't it? Oh, I think in the animated series, they like brought him back. Right?
Yep. Yeah, because
Yes!
they messed up.
Fellow Star Wars nerd. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I got this because I do cosplay too with the Star Wars stuff. And I had this Darth Maul costume where people thought it was a mask, but it was face paint. Like at the ball cap with the horns. I made a
What?
cloak, and I won every freaking contest I went to.
Wait, is that why your Instagram handle is Skywalker?
It's actually, people think that, but no, it's actually I'm Native American.
Okay.
And it's a very popular name for Native Americans. A lot of people don't know that, but it was just a bonus.
Nice. That's
right?
great.
All right. So hit me up. Let me know when you see that 3rd episode. I want to know what you think.
Okay, I will.
Favorite cosplay costume that you ever wore in face-offs?
In face-offs. The Naruto Sage Mode costume. I think I couldn't wear the whole thing. I just wore like the headband. Well, wait a second. Because I wore one for the UFC and then I wore one for Invicta. That was pretty cool. Oh, Princess Leia was a really good one. I actually wore the whole thing, the slave girl outfit, and then the Texas Commission made me take it off.
Oh.
I cut the extra pound to allow for the costume. They're like, no, you have to take it off. So I had to go behind the curtain of shame. I was so angry.
Did they say why they made you take it off?
They're like, oh, this is metal. And I'm like, it's plastic. They're like, you have to take it off. No, they just gave me like, get behind the curtain, girl.
Oh,
maybe they didn't like Star Wars. Very insulting.
Probably not. They didn't get it. I thought they were going to say something like it was too risque at the time or something like that.
Yeah, right.
All right. So I have some questions from Twitter.
Okay.
I threw it out there. So we're going to have a Roxanne on here. And, send me your questions. So from Big Show Picks, there's a great channel. He asked, what are some of the women we really haven't heard about yet that you see taking the right steps in their fighting and training? Any future champions that you're seeing right now that we've never heard of?
Serena, the Southpaw Outlaw de Jesus.
Okay.
She does some local shows in Montana. She did Titan FC in Florida, Fusion Fight League in Montana. She fights for Invicta. So I think she's fought for Invicta maybe 4 times now. She's beat a few former UFC fighters, Elizabeth Phillips. I forgot the other girl's name. She just had a victory. She thought she was going to get the title shot for Invicta, but didn't. They gave it to someone else. But she's really good. She's so close now to getting signed to the UFC, I think.
Well, there you go, Big Show Picks. And then Clint from the Die Hard MMA podcast, one of my good friends. He's one of the biggest UFC channels on here. A lot of people respect him. What is your favorite part of being retired? Is it that's the first part. What's your favorite part of being retired?
I can train what I want to train instead of what I don't want to train. For example, I've never enjoyed kickboxing, but I love jiu-jitsu. So I can get up and go like, yay, it's time for jiu-jitsu class. And I can do that. I don't have to force myself to do kickboxing or even strength and conditioning. Like I do it once a week and I actually enjoy it now because I don't have to do it. I'm not dying of being tired every day. So it's great.
Yeah. And what advice would you give aspiring fighters that are looking to you? And I know a lot of them do.
Aspiring fighters?
Yeah, like kids that are in jiu-jitsu right now. What advice would you have for them, for the little ones?
They want to become MMA fighters or they want to just keep doing the martial arts?
They want to become MMA fighters when they grow up.
I would say stick to jujitsu. MMA is very hard and it hurts your body and you get brain damage. So I would, stick to jujitsu. You can have fun. You can make money if you get really good, and you can have a great job. You don't lose brain cells. It's great.
Yeah, I love jiu-jitsu myself. I can do it every single day.
Nice.
Yeah. Good answer though. Not the answer I expected.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then one last one from Mills from MMA Locker Room. He says, ask her if you would be a cartoon character or an anime character. Which one would you rather be?
Now, I guess that depends on which series. For example, My Hero Academia is so cool. You have a quirk. You can spit fireballs. Oh, Attack on Titan is not so cool. I would never want to be in that universe. Screw that. So I'm not really sure.
That's fine.
Usually there's some horrible thing that happens in the anime that I just never would want to be in that world. So
that's fine. And that when I go to these Comic Cons, people go crazy over the anime art, and it's so beautiful. Do you collect any of the anime art?
Anime art. Well, yeah, actually, maybe I can show you. Oops.
Yeah, please. I'd love to see it.
I came across, oh man, where did I buy this artwork? Let's see here. I'm bringing you into my bedroom because it's somebody's art. Usually I don't buy other people's artwork. Mm-hmm. This is really cool. Let's see if I can do this now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Here we go. It's Naruto, and he's dressed as a samurai warrior.
That is beautiful.
Right? And let me show you this one over here. This one's above our bed because my man loves Vegeta.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's beautiful. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool.
And there's one more I want to show you. Hang on. Gotta figure out how to,
take your time, Roxy. Take your time.
My camera. You're getting a tour of my house.
I know. I feel so freaking special right now. I already felt special before, but now I'm just freaking out. Oh, look at that.
Can you tell who they are?
No, I cannot.
It's Japanese style artwork. Oops. But it's Sub-Zero and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
It is. Where did you get that?
That one is from Jed Henry. He has an Instagram account. I'll send it to you. He has such cool stuff.
Oh, please do. Please do. I love Mortal Kombat. I'm a Mortal Kombat junkie. Wow. Okay, so you do have some stuff.
I love posters. I collect so many posters.
Me too. I have so many in storage. My wife won't let me put them all up, especially Star Wars stuff. Now looking out throughout your 50 fight career.
Oh my gosh, there's so many comments to my interview. Oh, you guys are watching. Hi guys. I didn't see
everybody's watching. Yeah, we're doing it live.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I got it.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. So one last question for you, and then I'm gonna see what we got in the chat.
Okay.
Out of all your fights, does anyone stick out to you as your most memorable fight?
Nico Montano when I fought for the title.
That's that one's your favorite one?
That one, and then when I fought Barb Honchak, that was also for the second time. That was also another really memorable one because that rematch was hanging over me for 7 years, and I couldn't believe that I performed so well. And then, and then Barb. Casey, my last fight, because I just really felt like I improved. For example, I've never thrown a lead uppercut or a lead hook. I usually do jab to whatever. I'm not a hook thrower. Hook thrower. I tried to catch myself.
Of all things, Roxy, no one will ever accuse you of that.
Okay. But you'd be surprised. Anyway, that stupid Roxanne song. You guys don't know what
Dude, oh my God. If I wouldn't have been copyrighted, I would at least wanted to start the theme music. I know it's about a hooker.
I would have hung up because I hate the song.
You hate the song?
Yes. Oh, everyone sings it to me. It's what do you think? I'm a prostitute? Anyway, going back to your question. Which I forgot what it was. What was the question? Oh, Casey was very memorable because I was able to throw my hooks and my uppercuts that I had never really done a lot before. I improved, and I was super happy and very clear, and I accomplished a lot, and I threw the kibosh.
The kibosh.
The
I saw
kibosh. The kibosh is when you like bonk. It's like a funny move like that, and it's made only for my amusement, and I hit her with it, and she smiled, and that was an awesome moment.
She smiled because you hurt her with it.
No, probably because it was dumb. I just like in her head. I wanted to land it. It was like, man, I want to land this dumb punch in the fight, and I did. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you spent so much time in Japan. I love Japan. I love the culture. I myself do bonsai trees.
What?
Yes, I do bonsai, and I love it. It's like my escape. Like that's my meditation.
Wow,
that's my peace.
cool.
But I bet you've seen real bonsai trees while you're in Japan.
It's kind of like a not a delicacy, but kind of rare. Like you don't just walk into someone's house and see a bonsai tree. Like it's kind of rare. So that's really cool. Like I like that you do that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, maybe I'll send you some pictures of the ones I got now, but I'm always doing bonsai. It's my thing. Jim Parrish wants to know, hey Roxy, do you watch Cobra Kai?
I just saw that comment. I watched the first season and I kind of not lost interest, but I kind of lost a little bit of interest. So I don't think I continued with season 2, but I liked it. It was okay.
Okay. Yeah. Eric Anders, a UFC fighter, he's going to be in the next season. He's been on the show. He's pretty stoked about it.
Cool.
He's going to have a little cameo in it.
Nice.
What else you guys got? So let's see. Let me scroll up here. We've been chit chatting. Wolf Girl, she says she's a hockey fan, not even an MMA fan, but she loves Roxy because you're pop culture, Roxy. I don't know if you realize that.
Pop culture?
You are. Like people don't know MMA, but they know who you are.
Oh, thank you. And
then Wolf Girl, yeah, she agrees with me. You won that last fight. You went out looking your best that you ever did, I think. Any chance in the world, any fight, any amount of money that Dana throws at you, would you ever come back for one last hurrah?
No.
Okay, that's a simple answer, and that's a quick answer. In your head's okay, right? I know you were talking about headaches.
Well, I thought about it. Like, I was like, oh, what if they offer me, they need like a last minute fight replacement and they offer me a fight. And then I thought they would never do that. I'm on a 3-fight losing streak. I'd have to be in USADA again for 6 months. Like that just wouldn't happen. So I don't have to worry about it. The money would be great, but then I'd want to train for it if it's not last minute. And I don't want to train for it because that means more blows to the head. So like, right. The answer is like, yes, but actually no, like thinking logically about it. Like I like MMA. It's just not what it used to be.
Oh, definitely not. I feel like too in the gym, like I always hear about the vets like you, like the kids that are in there, they go a little too hard in training. And I don't think that's cool because especially if you have a fight coming up.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Well, we did it, guys. I didn't sleep last night. I was so excited and nervous at the same time, but this is Roxy. You've been an absolute delight to have on my show.
Thank you. This is really fun.
I always try and keep it fun. I always try and do that. I'm not a media guy. I'm not a journalist. I'm not going to ask stupid questions like get you to talk smack about that person or like that. So yeah, exactly. I'd love to have you back on. You've been an absolute delight. Thank you so much, Roxanne Modafferi, for coming on here. I'm sad that we won't see you in the UFC ring. But think about that WWE career. I think you can make some good money and you won't hurt your head doing it.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Show Roxy some love. The floor is yours, Roxy. You have anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to say to your fans? Right now, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for being my fan and supporting me. I'm selling books, 2 books. The third one's coming out soon. You can check them out on my website, roxannemodafferi.net. And they're on Amazon. So.
All right. So I'll get with Roxy and I'll leave the link for that below in the description below. As soon as I get off of here and she sends me those links, I'm buying the books because I would love to read it. I didn't even know you wrote books.
Yep, one's autobiography and one is like a self-help book about positivity.
Oh, I need the self-help book. I need it. So thank you. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining. Till the next one, you guys take care and we'll see you.